Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. So I'm literally getting ready for bed and I just had a thought that I really want to talk about. Just sometimes I feel really motivated all of a sudden to just talk. And we're gonna talk about something that's really important. It's been very important in my journey personally, just to change the way that things are wired in my brain. And we're gonna talk about it. So I think that one of the greatest things that I've done for myself in my journey was really work on what I think about money, right? And what my really pinpoint what my limited beliefs are. So I know you might think you don't have any, but you honestly do. So grab a journal and write some things down. So when I started to go on my journey, from the jump, I knew that I had to stay motivated. I said, if I can just stay motivated, I can figure this out. Now, what does that mean, right? What am I doing to stay motivated? So I'm watching podcasts, I'm looking at videos, I'm literally taking drives around rich neighborhoods, writing things down, like what my goals are, etc., just to keep myself motivated, just to know that have my eyes set on a specific prize, right? So since I have that clear in my head, I was like, if I can stay motivated, I can continue to do this regardless of how it gets, right? Now, that is easier said than done. There are a lot of things that you find along the way, like little hurdles, right? So I grew up, and this might be something that maybe you guys who are watching have gone through. But I grew up with immigrant parents, right? My father is Cuban and my mom is from Honduras. And my parents' idea of the dream is to have a home and to have a job, right? That's it. That is the American dream for them. They're not looking for luxury. They're just wanting to make sure that I studied something that would pay me and would provide me a decent life for my family. Nothing crazy, nothing out of the box. And I'm sure a lot of people that are watching right now can relate to this, right? That's usually the idea with immigrant parents, that this is the dream. That's it. Especially my parents. Both of my parents were very, very, very poor growing up. So right now they're living the life, honestly, right? And they don't have much, right? They're living poor to middle class, So, but to them, this is what they dreamed for. So it's completely different. Now, growing up, we did struggle a lot. There were times that we were moving from house to house. We didn't have money to pay rent. So many things that I don't want to get into right now. But because of those things that I went through, I was taught to save, right? You gotta save money. You always gotta have money for a rainy day, and kind of the idea that we have to hoard money because we don't know what's gonna happen, right? And it gives you an idea of the end is coming, there's a doomsday. It's you always have this negative notion that something is going to come up and you're not going to be ready. That's what they kind of said in my brain, right? And I don't think that I really related to that. I feel always in my brain, I'm that's not it. That's not how wealthy people do it. They're not just saving their little coins for doomsday to come, right? They are trying to find how they make more ways to have money, several streams of income, so that if something happens, they're ready. They're more than ready. They're not even, when it's here, they're not worried. It came and passed, right? So, but there are little things here and there that sometimes I pick up that I'm concerned about. Should I be putting money into an account, or should I be saving it in something else? Should I be investing it a different way? Should I go for a traditional business? There's little things that come in your head when you're on this journey, right? And I'm going to tell you, trading is such a weird thing, absolutely strange. It's not like anything we've ever done before. You're literally putting money into the market. You're trying to figure out candlestick patterns, and you're trying to make, I would like to call a scientific kind of bet to see if you know where price is going to go, right? And it can get tricky, and it might make you question yourself, what is my idea around money? So what has helped me is that I have created goals for myself. So this video today, we're going to set some goals as a group, right? As a group, and we're going to look back at them a year from now, right? Not a year from now, maybe in December, right? Because we're starting in March. I have my own personal goals written down, like in my journal, my phone, whatever, but I'm going to do some fresh goals with you guys. Now, with these goals, like for my personal goals, and since I started trading, I would write things down over and over and over again, right? I would write down 5 to 10 goals, and I would like stick them in my brain, you know, like they are engraved in my brain forever, you know? And I have repeated my goals so much to myself that there's nothing that anyone can tell me that will make me think that that's not going to happen for me. You know, it really rewired the way that I think, right? And any little resistance that sometimes you do have to question, like, is this worth doing? Should I go back to school? You know, is it really going to get me to where I need it to get me? You have all these questions. And when you have questions, you need to nip them in the butt. Like, that's resistance. That's like your limited beliefs coming out of your brain. We don't need to think those things. We already know. Like, I have already seen the vision of what the future Jennifer is. You know, the entrepreneur, the businesswoman, the one that drives that G-Wagon, that has a beautiful home for her kids, that travels the world with them. And there's no way you can tell me that that's not going to happen, right? So I'm going to go over to the other screen, and we're going to do some goals together. And do your own personal goals. Don't make them overcomplicated. Just write short little sentences, things that you can repeat in your head over and over and over and over. And if someone asks you what your goals are, you have this, and this, right? So let's talk about it. So I'm going to switch camera over. I've never done this before. Please be patient with me. So let's see. Perfect. Okay, so I have this camera over here now. All right, so let's literally slide over, and we're gonna go over goals. So you can see my screen. We're gonna go goals 2025. Okay. Does that look good? Is it big enough? Yeah, I think so. I should probably put on my glasses. Let me put these things on. There we go. Okay. So, number one, I think if you're watching my channel, maybe you're a beginner, maybe you're struggling, maybe you're a seasoned, you just want to watch me. I don't know. But if you're not, I think the first goal would be become a consistently profitable trader, right? Number one, easy. Become a consistently profitable trader, right? What does that mean? What's consistently profitable? So really think of a number that will be comfortable for your family. Don't think low, don't lowball yourself. Give yourself a number that would be more than comfortable for your family, more than enough for you to pay for your bills, buy things you need, buy things you don't need, give yourself some luxury, you know? What would be a number? So I'm gonna say for myself, I wanna make 20K a month, right? And we're giving ourselves a time limit of a year, but I am high, right? I am high, and if we're not at 20K a month, it's okay, you know? I am high, but we don't believe that. We're gonna say I make 20K a month. Make 20K a month. A month, right? So that's another one. Let's see. For myself, I want to have multiple streams of income. So this year I want to create multiple streams of income, right? Okay, let's do a couple more. Okay, so we're becoming a consistently profitable trader. We're looking to make 20K a month, and we're looking for that to come from different sources of income, right? Let's see. Number 4, let's buy something. What kind of car do you drive? What kind of car do you want to drive? If you know me, you know I love a G-Wagon, and I am obsessed. I can literally smell them, I can hear them. Like literally the other day, I just found out they have electric G-Wagons and they're super cute and everything, but they don't have the sound, that rumble. And I need that rumble. And whenever I get there, I will record myself. Whenever I get to that point, I'm going to be turning that car on and off just to listen to that rumble. Oh my God. I'm going to sleep in it because I love the car. It's a beautiful car. And, you know, all the specs and everything, it's beautiful. But it has become such a thing for me, like such a prize that I can see at the end of the tunnel, that it has so much significance for me. It's more than just a car, right? I've been thinking about this car since day one of learning how to trade years ago. So even before I really started trading, just when I found out what trading was, right? So I started to really trade a year after I found out. So literally, and I live in Miami, so there are G-Wagons everywhere, but I think I see them more than normal, right? I can see a G-Wagon, like 10 to 15 G-Wagons from my house to work and back. So, and I think everybody sees them, but I specifically, I think I see more, right? And I also think that there's a thing of like law of attraction, that like you see what you're attracted to, right? And in my brain, I already have one. So that's it. So I own a G-Wagon, right? Easy peasy. Let's see. What else do we want to do? I want to retire my mom. I want to retire my mom, right? So that's a good one. I think that's very important. And okay, so I want to own a G-Wagon. First things first. I want to retire my mom. And another big important one this year for me, I really want to move, right? I don't care if it's buying or renting. I really don't care, but I really want to move because there's certain things about my home that I don't have for my children, and I really want my kids to have a big backyard. So I have my dream home, right? So these very simple 6 goals that I can tell myself. I'm a consistently profitable trader. I make 20K a month. I have several streams of income. I own a G-Wagon. I have retired my mom, and I have my dream home. Always speak in the present, not I'm going to get. So let's fix that one. Let's make it sound better. I am a consistently profitable trader. I am, right? I am a consistently profitable trader. I make 20K a month. I have created multiple streams of income. I own a G-Wagon. I want to retire my mom. I have retired my mom. Let's fix that. Let's change the way that we speak. I have retired my mom. And I have my dream home, right? Really visualize this. Don't just write this on a paper and like never look at it again. Like really, really visualize this. Like, what does becoming a profitable trader look like? You know, what does your car look like? Is it a G-Wagon? What color is it? You know, where are we driving to, right? How are we acting? What are you wearing as this consistently profitable trader that makes 20K a month, right? Do you go to the gym? What's your gym membership? Where do you go? Like, I live in Miami and there's really cute gyms. Lifestyle's like a really expensive one, or Equinox. There's other more expensive gyms, but like put yourself into that mindset. Like, what gym do we go to, right? What are we having for breakfast, right? You know, you retired your mom. Okay, so she doesn't have to work now. So what are we doing, right? In my brain, I'm like, okay, so because let's put another one. I no longer work at corporate. Work my 9 to 5. Let's speak that into existence. How about that? Okay, we see this. I no longer work my 9 to 5. That's a big one. Okay, so if I no longer work my 9 to 5, what time am I getting up? Well, I have 2 kids, so I'm getting up early regardless, right? I gotta get them ready for school. Traffic is crazy, so I have to get them up very early so I can beat the traffic and come back home. So I'm up early, right? I drop my kids off. I'm in my G-Wagon. What are we doing? My mom is retired. She has nothing to do. What am I doing, right? I'm gonna call my mom. And what is she gonna say? Just come pick me up and we're gonna go have breakfast. Where are we having breakfast to? So really put yourself in that mindset. Where are we having breakfast at, right? Are we having breakfast at your new home? Like, are you going to pick her up and bring her home and having her have breakfast in your new breakfast nook at your dream home? Or are we going to some of those cute places down in Wynwood or in Brickell? Like, what are we doing, you know? And I already know certain things. Like, I have literally deprived myself of certain things because I'm waiting for specific goals to happen to do that, right? So I have like this crazy thing. I've never had Indian food. Never had Indian food. But years ago, this is weird. Years ago, my boyfriend did DoorDash. When DoorDash was like first starting, we did DoorDash. I went with him, and he had this big order from an Indian restaurant. I've never had Indian food. Not because I don't want to try it or anything. It's just never gotten around to go to an Indian restaurant, or like, I don't know anybody that would be like, hey, let's go. You should try this, right? So never have. And we went to the restaurant. We picked up the order. It was a huge order. And then we went to a really expensive neighborhood. And the house was like a mansion, right? And we dropped off the food. Great tip. Perfect. And I had like instilled in my brain, I want to have Indian food, but I want to have Indian food at my dream home, right? I can go get Indian food right now, but I don't want it in this house. I want it in my dream home. So I literally have like, okay, I've moved in, we're settled in, my furniture's here, there, whatever, everything looks like this. And we're so tired from carrying boxes all day, moving into our dream home, that I'm not gonna cook. So I'm going to order DoorDash and get us our Indian food in our new home. So this is how my brain thinks, and it's a little bit crazy, but it has definitely rewired the way that I think about money. And anytime that I have a negative moment in my brain, it's like immediately washed out by these beautiful things that I'm always thinking about, right? So literally, I woke up, I have no job because I'm a consistently profitable trader that makes $20K a month, that retired her mom and drives a G-Wagon. Let's go pick up mom and let's take her somewhere nice because she deserves it, right? So that's my way of thinking. You know, it's a little bit crazy. I don't care. I want you guys to tap into my brain. I want to share this with you guys. I want you to stop being negative. Stop saying you don't deserve this. Stop questioning the journey. Just do it. And everything that you have already seen, maybe this is not the life for you. Maybe you want to live out on a farm where you don't have to talk to anybody or anything. I truly get it. I have those days. Maybe you want to live up on a mountain. Maybe you want to move out of the country. I don't know. Whatever it is, put it down, visualize it, and it will happen for you, I promise. So with that being said, this was such a cute video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. And I want to do these more often. Like really, like manifestation. I do have a manifestation guide coming very soon, but not just yet. I'm not ready to unlock it for you guys. But this is literally it. This is what I do, right? I write them down. I don't like my handwriting, so sometimes I get tired because I usually like write it out over and over and over, but they're already here. They're already here. So write them down, put them on your phone. I used to have them like on a sticky note in the back of my phone. Yeah. Print them out, like, or get stickies and put them on the mirror. Like, do whatever it is you do so that you have these goals memorized in your brain. You're constantly thinking about them, visualizing them. You're like enamored with the idea of this new life that you're going to live. Okay? So I love you all. This was so much fun. Take care and have a good night. Bye-bye.